that one, but no, Japko and Cammy just playing their game plan to perfection as they have the vehicle here. And now they're just going to bunker up here for the remainder of this one. Ooh. As the zone continues to pull in, tons and tons of big names still alive. This is probably the most stacked 8th zone we've seen.
Yeah.
And it's only going to get crazier.
It's the jungle, man. It's crazy down here in the bottom, but Fahad and Hero will rise above this lobby on top of this little plateau, looking down. Vortexer's knocked. Looks to connect a couple more shots. Look for a confirmed. Booga also knocked. You can see him just there in the distance below. A little bit of that temple. Hero dishing out damage low on ammunition, so trying to look to make these shots count as they have 4 eliminations. Now they notice them just on the other side of top. Some of these temples, everyone's moving. This is the God spot. Panda, they're set up very well, but Cammy and Japko have to make something happen. Blake and Cease into the car. Cammy, 1 HP, takes them both out.
Wow, what did I just watch? In the blink of an eye, Blake and Cease hop in and get eliminated. And there goes Hyamzo taking out, or Amar taking out Hyamzo. Wait, that is a huge elimination there for Amar. As fights continue on, though, the shockwave plays coming through. Japko, Cammy just want to get in the zone. They want to get ahead of these other players and hopefully fight for it. A big fight coming out. That's Jason right into Storm, and that Storm might be enough damage to take him out.
Slide kicks him in, finds it. Cammy slipping into the little bit of the aircraft carrier, but Seti doing a lot here to try and get into the mix. Fluger falls in the elimination feed. Japko confirmed, leaving Cammy fully alone in this game to try and clutch up top 7 here with 13 players remaining. Japko, though, breaking the wall, looking for an opportunity to maybe even get the res off, confirm onto Tayson, leaving Seti alone. But at this point, he might be able to get it off, Panda. This could be huge to try and give them a run here.
What looked like a doom moment there for Japko and Cammy could be the comeback here to finish the game strong. We'll just have to wait and see as Blaster still in this one. Super healthy, going towards Alex. Wait, this is Alex's son. They said they were going to win game 1, and so far it's looking good for them.
They're in the late game. We're at this moment where you have to start to capitalize on eliminations as they come to you. Japko back into the mix, looks up above the building, connects onto DGen, taking him down. Lucky atop the building on the other side, looking to team Shockwave ahead. They only have overshield. Japko, 30 HP in total. Fahad and Hero, front side of this zone. Seti will fall. DGen confirmed. They're falling like flies.
Falling like flies indeed as Fahad and Hero just look to clean up this one. Japko, though, getting launched into Storm. That's a lot of damage. 1 HP and 1 shot and he is done as Cammy will be forced to potentially hold on. That's going to be Alex in the feed going down. Here it is. Japko going down. Cammy very weak as the fight gets pushed in. And Hero takes him out. Hero and Fahad win game number 1 on the day.
Not just winning.
He's familiar with this position. Has done it many times before. And he needs it now. Game 1 wasn't good enough for the standards of a reigning champion. Needs a big game here to fight back. But there's still fighting happening all around the map. Reciprocal trying to put that cannon to use. Acorn and Epic World, they're just looking to have a pop-off game. They want double-digit eliminations.
Yeah, this is momentum, and they already have 7, so we'll see how far they can go. They've got some distance to cover. No vehicle all the way up to north side. Axforce is going to the south. Not sure exactly where he's going, but now he just gets the sword, drops all the way down to the right side, and Thomas find a truck to use. They gotta go now.
And they need to be careful because they're gonna get blown up as well.
Truck to truck.
Just in time. And a bunker placed down to continue again their pursuit into the zone. But you can see everybody rotating in now. Dubs looking for players he can take shots at while he moves in. Landing and gliding above other players with his shockwave as well. But it's Thomas and Malabuka sitting in the zone.
All of a sudden, this endgame's gotten the most intense we've seen so far. So many people alive. They just want these crucial points that have basically tripled since the tournament started here on day 3. Vidil down, Source and Knock had the center position, the power position inside the zone, but now they're cut in half as Source falls. It's just Knock. Malabuka Thomas actually shockwaved away. They say, we'll take it. Make us go to the next zone.
Acorn and Epic, well, waiting for their next opponent. Who's going to walk into their sights? Malibuca and Thomas sitting close by, but both of these teams not looking at each other. They're looking at the rest of the lobby, all sitting on these hills. But when they do look at each other, it's Malibuca that comes out on top. A laser beam, and that forces Acorn away. Epic Will's going to be down and out for this game. Oh my goodness. Malibuca and Epic Will are on a tear.
Ice Cream switch, but then once again, they're going to get shot up in the car, out the car, up on the right side, and somehow Malibuca just survives. Acorn alone is looking to see what he can do. Tax is moving out, takes out Reciprocal. Acorn on the backside stops Tayson in his tracks. A one-man powerhouse.
Acorn has 5, and he needs a couple more, but there's players waiting up on that hill for him to move. Tax and move in the prime position.
The longer they wait, the stronger they get. That Cybertron cannon has that charge lining up, so Malibuca needs to move now. Thomas is still there. They're trying for the parkour jump, and it works. Almost up, but it's a trap, and they both get hit. Almost 200 damage, and the angle's just so bad. Zone's coming in from the backside. There's nothing they can do. Thomas goes down. Tax sticks around for just a bit too long. There's 2 medmits to use for Malibuca, but he's exposed. There's still 1 person lurking, though. 1 shockwave and 1 play to make it. It's Acorn from the store.
Acorn's medmiss keeping him in this one. When will he make the play, though? Malibuca trying to outhill. He needs Acorn to make his move as soon as possible.
Who knows? Something's wrong. There's just 1 more person that's somewhere in the zone, but they can't really find him. Malibuca moving in, and here comes Acorn. It's the perfect time. Shots up top, but he dodges to the left, tries to go over a shot in, but it's not going to work. It's Moo that wins that game.
Oh my days. Epic and Acorn, they tried their best.
At this point in the game for them, so they're looking really, really good. They could be in the driver's seat for this end game. It looks as though we do have a little bit more of a center map zone. We know how quickly the elevations can change right now as we hop onto a replay. How did Thomas HD get knocked out of the air? It was from Tax. This pistol aim was absolutely sublime, and that's exactly what you need when you're in that position.
Yeah, the pistol is actually one of the best guns in the game because it can shoot so fast and the reload time is so minimal that when you just run out of ammo, you just reload, and the spray is not too wide, so when you spray at people, it's actually just lasers them.
Kami and Vaniac applying the pressure onto Blanchard and Mixon, and they just have to shockwave away, and that causes chaos as Mixon goes back into the storm, says goodbye to his life for now as he does get knocked, and Blanchard's just having to go away into some other place to sort of try and save the day, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it for too much longer. But it looks like he's just found a bunker there, a little reuse of one of those. So Kami and Vaniac say, you know what, you're allowed to go there, that's fine by us. We got our elimination point, we are happy. That's their 4th of the game. Yeah,
I think that was just like a bad communication from the Shockwave. I don't think they were both ready for it, so he got Shockwave. And Duke going down as well.
Wow, the Rift, look at this. Everyone using the Rift, almost 6 players using the Rift at the same time. For Hard and Hero, one of them, so they need a huge game. It looks like they're trying to aim to land on top of this higher point as possible. Ziandi and Rescard, another one of our top teams, looking back into the zone, trying to pick up a refresh. Huge shots from the Cybertron cannon onto Wox. Another one comes through, but doesn't connect, as Wox does decide to try and Shockwave away. I think he's managed to do it just about. Rescard and Ziandi, they don't have any of these shockwaves to get out. Can they make it through? No, the tire says goodbye. Rescard go into the storm, and it looks like they might just be meeting their demise inside of the storm. Vaniac and Kami still trying to continue their domination with eliminations, as Hero and Fahad are still trying to power through this endgame with 6 shockwaves and another elimination.
Yeah, those shockwaves, 6 of them is huge. And Mr. Savage going down, Clicks also going down. Man, 13 players left, 9 duos, so there's a lot of solos up. So if you're a duo right now, you're in a really good position.
Hero and Fahad, huge game needed for these guys, and there's another one of those eliminations. That was onto Venno out of the sky, their 4th of the game. Still got 5 shockwaves as well, so they have it all to do, but I don't think they have any bunkers. Noah sneaking in the trees, got a little tree house up here, looking down on everyone else. I like the strat, I like the plays. We could be seeing a nice second play potentially coming through for them, as Fahad and Hero, all craziness breaks loose right now as they do decide to try and go for a tree play themselves all the way up here, and I like it. They don't have any cover, they need to.
Yeah, no, these trees actually play a huge part, and Robab going off the mountain here.
Robab going off the mountain. 6 eliminations for that duo, of course. Triple FHD for Fahad, and of course Twisted Hero going through into this box. Huge elimination from them. Again, that's their 6th of the game. Wox feeling damage again from one of those Cybertron cannons. Hero using his last shockwave. Fahad nowhere to be seen. They're playing solos right now. Can these guys clutch up individually? Fahad, hit your shot. He doesn't quite. Takes a shot onto Arrow, gets the elimination, and gets the knock onto Wox as well. And this is a huge elimination, a huge moment for Hero and Fahad. When they needed it most, they had it all as Robab.
Vino and Queasy in a difficult and awkward situation, but the aggressive shockwave sends them out of the bunker. Not quite able to capitalize, both players in this one, but fully playing as a solo.
And looking at the feed, it does look like Epic Whale is going to go down here. And wait, he may have been able to get Acorn back in this. I'm not sure. It was definitely close when he was attempting to go for the res there, so we'll have to wait and see. But Queasy Veno still alive and still very, very healthy in this final game of, or final moments of game 3. Thomas HD, though, looking back, they are ready. Cybertron cannons are out, and they're just taking shots left and right. That's going to be Queasy going down. Veno now left as a solo. What once was a really good position for them to be in, now not looking so good.
And that's the refresh they're looking for, right? One bunker secured off that elimination, so Thomas HD will be looking ahead to find a spot in zone. You see Nox left and right. Vert taking that one down. We'll have to keep moving. Thomas HD on the edge of this zone. No one's looking towards them. Everyone's brawling in the center. And as it moves into open real estate, they're taking advantage. Now they're behind Yamzo inside the bunker. Getting launched in zone, not connecting. Is Quinn and Vert holding the top of this high ground position, looking down on the lobby.
Thomas HD just trying to connect some big shots here with the Cybertron cannon as players Dubs and Xcept are going to be out as a duo. But Thomas HD finds Refscart there in the final moment, and that's going to be a clean elimination for them. But 60 limbs is not enough. They're not done yet. They're still hunting for the next one.
And they've been below 100 HP collectively each for majority of this endgame. 2 zones, it feels like. And now they will be punished for it. Malibuca falls. Bevy's taking advantage of it. Pablo Wingu, the duo, still in this one. Fluger as well on the other side of this zone, trying to shockwave through. Thomas HD taking shots from above. Quinn still capitalizing and holding this elevated spot.
Fluger Ops going to go down here as Quinn and Vert looking to set up a win for them. The shockwave play comes out. Yamzo now going to rotate a little bit late, just trying to stay alive here, taking a lot of damage.
Oh no!
Unfortunately, does look like he could go down a storm there if he's not careful. Now though, Pump trying to stay alive. Could he get the slurp juice sauce? Yes, but not without getting punished as the Yamzo comes in and cleans him up.
Took the shotgun battle, and we're not able to come out on top. Now Bevy's Pablo Wingu, one player falls. Majority Sholos in this lobby, still making the look. Trashy, the Cybertron cannon, spots off Kika and Kenzo on the low ground, but the damage is dealt. He has the med mist in inventory. Now playing zone a little bit to look for some extra time as we're going to move into a 2v1 situation. Kenzo and Kika, the Dallas DreamHack qualifiers, looking to try and close out the game.
Here we go. The final moments are here. Trashy in the one spot you want to be in this moment. Healthy from above. Can he drop down and make something happen?
Ooh.
No. Kenzo and Kika walk away. Your game. As Cammy's just ahead, but Cammy taking a lot of damage. This could be a rough game for them. Booga and Threats now pushing Thomas HD. Going to knock him into Storm there with a shockwave. That could cause some serious damage. But Malibuca going to get ahead of this as he drops down the bunker so they can drop down the hammer in this lobby.
A couple extra shockwaves left for this duo as they will reach the 5 elimination mark for them. Agent Paper down, Booga falling. So big teams getting taken out at this point in the game, because this is where things start to heat up. 16 teams left in this, 28 players. Rizandy gliding through the air pump, connecting some shots. Vidil the one to end things off. Cammy Yapko trading shots with Fluger and Opt will come out, take them both down. Low HP, Yapko finding the time to heal back up as this zone is going to pull a long way away.
It's going to be a tough finish here for a lot of these teams. Of course, Cammy Yapko first place on the leaderboard. Maybe taking a game win. Could we see it here in the final moments as they're going to go ahead and shockwave, but very, very weak is Yapko. They're going to need to play this to perfection. They cannot take unnecessary risk as now they rotate forward. Looking ahead though, we do have Cammy. Oh man, he finds the ice cream cone and they find the med mist. Plays there from there, but no, Malibuca gonna go down at the hands of Acorn. Still alive in this one. I wasn't sure, but he's still there.
Not the player you want to be brawling with is Acorn now on edge zone, trying to find a spot in zone. Thomas HD holding him back, but we'll take him out as well. Both players down. Acorn still clutching up for Epic Whale in this game. Shockwaving towards the front side. Sees a nice little plateau to try and stay up and use natural cover. A little bit of a flashback though in this endgame. Malibuca using that Cybertron cannon to get big damage.
Yapko goes down there. That's Cammy and Yapko out of this one. Acorn making a big push here to finish off this game. This could be exactly what the Acorn and Epic Whale need to climb the leaderboard.
And here it is, Acorn still in this one, taking a lot of damage, but taken down and out by Seti and Tayson, who's still in this game. Seti absolutely fragging out, 5 eliminations, sending down the Cybertron on the Vortexers, who it connects on, but it's going to be Kame. The other side of the wall, Tayson not really with the teammate at this point. Looks like they're both playing possibly for solo, but there it is. There it is, MK7 connecting, Tax finding that one. Moo and Tax, both in this game.
This is huge from them. Remember, going into this one, they were in 8th place. Another big game for Moo and Tax will easily climb them up, potentially into the top 5. Really depends on how this finishes out, as Dark Gentle still in this one too.
Here it is, Seti Tayson, 6 eliminations on Seti's behalf. Moo and Tax fall there in a 1v2 situation. They're low HP. Vidil deep in zone, no heals, no option. Will fall there. Seti not able to connect on the last shot to get the confirm, so Vidil just taking out the Storm Pump deep in, looking to try and connect, but Gentle S-Dark takes him out. 46 HP, shockwaveing towards the front side of zone. Now, just looking for any sort of cover to try and look back. Vortexers also falling in the zone. Gentle's a solo, finds the time to pop the Slurpfish, but Tayson and Seti finally finding their moment. 7 eliminations in the Victory Royale with 1 game to go.
Potentially fighting against Casca and Revise there, needs to be careful. Big shots coming from above. That's Axe Force too. Still in this one and healthy.
Kemi Japko recovering well from the pressure that was on them a moment ago. Now sending double Cybertrons, dubs and accept. Over 200 damage dealt and the knock. Japko finding that one. Has to take a second to pause. Decides, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. We are looking to try and get aggressive here, and we're getting pressured. But you can see the HUD falling in the elimination feed in the top left. That's a big player.
It's going to be a big loss here for the lobby, but Japko and Cammy remain, and this could be the clear indication of who the champions may be, but 1 game still to finish out here, and it's coming to a close. Going to go down, Dub's going to go down, and that's going to be the hand of Japko as he just continues to rain on. This man is just unstoppable here from the start.
And they're just going to hold down this position for as long as possible. Zone is not pulled too far away. And they're going to be looking to grab some of this refresh. They see the shockwaves. They know that's the missing piece of the puzzle, so they can move as a squad. Still, Kame is knocked in the distance. Vortexers holding on to this position as Gentle still in this game, but there's the Cybertron. A little bit of a caster curse. He will fall. Rizandi now atop the trees, trying to find a position in this zone, in the jungle. Axe Force taking to the skies, soaring sprints. Rizandi looking over, finds 1, finds 2. Baka falling, but in return, they've moved to the front side of zone. Cammy and Japko brawling within the wreckage, finds Cal Gamer.
This fight continues on here as this game continues on. This could be one final win to close out the day. What a beautiful execution, but no, Cammy gonna go down. Japko now left as a solo, just trying to hold on.
It's backside of zone 2. It will start moving momentarily as Vortexers putting down so much pressure here. Such a large presence down in this lobby. Cammy confirmed. So their run here at this competition will be over. Japko having to clutch up. MVP on day 1 is left alone to make something happen. Axe Force still ahead. Seti Tayson still ahead. Zone will pull for them. Japko's just hoping that the attention is set towards the duo rather than himself.
Vortexers forcing down a fight that Tayson and Seti could potentially win again.
There it is.
We see back-to-back wins.
Oh, no.
Comes out. Now he's taking the fight to Seti. Big shots come through. That's 1. Can he get 2? No. He goes down. Tayson now left as a solo player. Axe Force and Vortexers looking to finish this strong. They want to take the final game of the day. Can they do it as they drop down? Tayson just backing up. Axe Force just trying to heal up as Tayson gets into the storm.
The ice cream cone is popped, giving him back 200 HP. Vortexers and Axe Force, the 2v1 situation to end Gamers8. Vortexers sending shots his way with the Cybertron cannon. Tayson lurking. They're going to be split here, so Tayson has the opportunity to piece them up. Take the fights one at a time. The big shots with the shotgun, but it's not enough. Vortexers and Axe Force close the last game of Gamers8 2023 with 8 eliminations.
30.